It's a make or break fight for the heart of India. Today in a single phase, 230 seats of Madhya Pradesh held polling, which will seal the fate of the two national parties, BJP and Congress, who are locked in a largely bipolar battle. However, a dark cloud of violence has cast its shadow over elections in Madhya Pradesh, from alleged gunfire to sword fights, from stone pelting to fisticuffs. No stone, quite literally, was left unturned to swing the mandate of the people. Since it's largely a two-cornered fight with some regional players in the mix, most of these clashes were between the Congress and the BJP. In Indore, Chhatarpur and Chatipura, in fact, in Chhatarpur, a Congress worker was allegedly killed in the clashes with the BJP. Some of the worst violence was reported from the capital city, from Bhopal, from Indore, and from Morena, where pitched battles were fought. Several people, especially from the Congress and BJP cadre, were also injured in the clashes. The police eventually had to resort to lathi charge in Indore and Jabalpur.
थोड़ा बहुत की शिकायत है, लेकिन मुझे उम्मीद है प्रशासन निष्पक्षता से काम करेगा।
निर्वाचन आयोग पूरा सख्त कार्रवाई करेगा। शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से चुनाव होना चाहिए। लोकतंत्र हमारे देश में एक पर्व की तरह होता है। सबको अधिकार है वोट डालने का। शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से मतदान हो। हार जीत जनता तय करती है। हिंसा की कोई जगह नहीं है और मुझे लगता है हर व्यक्ति को अपने मत का प्रयोग करना चाहिए और मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ राजस्थान में बहुत अच्छे माहौल में चुनाव संपन्न होंगे।
In fact, the BJP has said that the Congress is rattled. They know that Shivraj Singh Chauhan is going to come back for yet another term, and all of these allegations are being cooked up and blamed on the Bharatiya Janata Party.
कांग्रेस भाजपा के कार्यों से, भाजपा के प्रचार से और अपनी हार के भय से ये सब बौखला करके कहती है और कह रही है, आरोप लगाते रहते हैं। जहां वो जीत जाते हैं वहां उनके लिए मशीन ठीक रहती है और जहां हारते हैं वहां मशीन पे आरोप लगा देते हैं। गलत है, ये गलत है और कांग्रेस हमेशा ऐसा कहती रहती है क्योंकि कांग्रेस की जो संस्कृति रही है वो हमेशा से इसी प्रकार की रही है कि हमले करवाना, संघर्ष करना।
हमारी एक महिला कार्यकर्ता ने एक कारणीय विदित राह से हमको फोन किया कि पुलिस बदतमीजी कर रही है, तो हम गए उधर बात की। हमने भैया क्या बात है, तो एडिशनल एसपी कमल मौर्य साहब थे। कहले तू कौन है? मैंने कहा भाई मैं भाजपा के इधर पे काम देख रहा हूँ। बस उसने धक्का दे दिया, कहते मारो इसको। सब शुरू हो गया यार, कम से कम 50 लट्ठ मारे भाई मेरे को। हमारा हाथ फ्रैक्चर हो गया, अभी हम मुआवजा कराएंगे इसका।
And while violence has marred the electoral process today in Madhya Pradesh, a minister has added a Pakistan spin. Narottam Mishra, in his hometown of Datia, declared that if any other party other than the BJP was to come to power, Pakistan would be celebrating.
देखिए, कमल का बटन दबाइए, हिंदुस्तान में बनती है। दूसरा कोई दल जीतेगा तो खुशियां पाकिस्तान में मनेंगी। इसके लिए आवश्यक है कि राष्ट्र हित को सर्वोपरि मानते हुए कमल का बटन दबाएं।
पूरे चुनाव में बीजेपी ने हिंदुत्व का मुद्दा बनाया।
ये तो इनको कुछ बोलने लायक नहीं है, इसलिए तो ये बनाते हैं हिंदुत्व का मुद्दा।
आपको चुनावी हिंदू कहा?
मुझे कुछ भी कहें, आम जनता गवाह, मैं क्या हूँ।
नरोत्तम मिश्रा कह रहे हैं कि अगर कांग्रेस जीती तो पाकिस्तान में जश्न मनेगा।
नरोत्तम मिश्रा के खिलाफ इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया को तत्काल सख्ती से कार्रवाई की जाना चाहिए।
आप कितने कॉन्फिडेंट हैं एमपी में कांग्रेस के कमबैक करने को लेकर?
सुपर कॉन्फिडेंट, सुपर।
देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पास जब उपलब्धियां नहीं होती हैं और नाकामी ही नाकामी होती है, तब पाकिस्तान, हिंदू मुसलमान, सलमान खान, ये सारे मुद्दे जो होते हैं ये बीजेपी के लिए प्राथमिकता पे आ जाते हैं। जिन महोदय ने पिछले 5 साल लॉ ऑर्डर की जगह 3.5 साल लॉ ऑर्डर की जगह पे सिर्फ और सिर्फ मूवीज़ के ऊपर अपनी टिप्पणियां की हों, हीरोइंस जो हैं, एक्ट्रेसेस, उनके कपड़ों के ऊपर टिप्पणियां की हों, तो वो आज की तारीख में उपलब्धियां ढूंढने से नहीं ढूंढ पा रहे हैं, तो इस तरह के बयान दे रहे हैं। अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जनता इसका जवाब देगी कि खुशियां भोपाल और मध्य प्रदेश के हर एक शहर में मनेंगी या कहीं और मनेगी, लेकिन भाजपा कार्यालय में खुशियां नहीं मनेंगी।
All right, so now that the voting has concluded for 2 more states, Chhattisgarh in 2 phases is done today. Madhya Pradesh single phase is done now. Who is ahead? Who is going to get the Ashirwad of the voters? Siddharth Yadav, spokesperson of the BJP, joins us along with JVC Sreeram and Rohan Mitra, both political analysts. Sanjay Kumar, professor of the CSDS, also with us. I want to first start with the non-political voice. JVC Sreeram, you have travelled across these states. Tell us first, Madhya Pradesh, what is your analysis? Who do you think is ahead at this time and why?
So I think, what the narrative at Madhya Pradesh has been that Ladli Behna Yojana, it has got the traction amongst even the Adivasi women. Even the men are talking about the same. So as a result of which, I can confidently say that if women turnout is going to be more than that of the male today, which is what we are seeing large amounts of women lined up. So this voting or this poll at Madhya Pradesh is not against between BJP and Congress. It is against between voter fatigue versus the Ladli Behna. Yes, there is a large amount of voter fatigue which remains. We can see that in the urban Madhya Pradesh. But women are solidly behind Mama. Okay. They are saying that we are already getting. Once we are getting the money, and now the LPG cylinder is coming at a subsidized cost, now the promise of Congress has gone out of the door. So as a result of which, I would say that probably the BJP is slightly ahead as far as Madhya Pradesh is concerned.
Okay, let's get Sanjay Kumar on this. Who do you think is ahead right now, Sanjay Kumar, and why?
I don't think I have a thermometer to gauge the political mood of the voter at this moment. People have already voted. But going back to the issue of women voters, yes, women seems to be tilted in favor of BJP. And if there is a higher turnout of women, that might help the BJP. But one should not forget, if you look at the last 4 or 5 assembly elections, women turnout has been always less compared to men turnout in Madhya Pradesh over last 4 or 5 elections. It's only by a fraction of percentage, like 1 or 2%. But women have never outnumbered men when it comes to voting in Madhya Pradesh. So we need to, yes, there were long queues as we have seen in various parts of Madhya Pradesh. But will it all aggregate to women outnumbering men when it comes to voting? My own sense is that it is a tight election. When the votes will be counted on the 3rd of December, whichever party wins, my own sense is that it is going to be a tight election. It's not going to be one-sided election.
Let me ask you this. Both of you agree that women are going to be decisive. But why will they favor or why are they tilted towards the BJP and not the Congress? Yes, Ladli Behna, 1,250 rupees in account. The Congress is saying we will also give cheaper cylinders. We will also give benefits to girls who are going to school. We will give them scooty. We will give them laptop. Sanjay Kumar, then why preference for the BJP over the Congress? Promises are the same.
It's simple. Many of the schemes which are aimed for benefiting the women, these women voters are getting the benefit of those schemes. And we have seen whether it is Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Telangana or any other state, beneficiaries of the scheme tend to vote for the ruling party. Not all of them vote for ruling party, but there is certain tilt in favor of the ruling party among the beneficiaries. We are talking about Ladli Behna scheme. There are other schemes meant for women. And the beneficiaries of these schemes are likely to vote for women, for the BJP, the ruling party of Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, let's quickly take a look at what the turnout right now is like. A voter turnout till 5 p.m. in Chhattisgarh is at 67.7%. In Madhya Pradesh, it's at 71.16%. JVC Sreeram, your first thoughts? 71.16 provisional turnout we have until 5 p.m. What do you make of this?
It'll be very close to 80%. I think we're going to see one of the highest voter turnout ever in Madhya Pradesh. Because last time, if I remember, I can recall, it is around 76%. So at 5 p.m., 71% is something amazing. And I think there has been a lot of efforts by the Election Commission of India. We have also seen a lot of votings, a lot of social media communication, which is also happening. And also understand, as Mr. Sanjay initially mentioned, women had voted probably lesser than men in the last election. I am really bullish that women are almost going to be close to men at Madhya Pradesh, and they are coming and voting in favor of Shivraj Singh Chauhan and Mama, and that is going to be decisive in a very close election. I agree it is a close election, but if the women turnout and the photographs and the videos which I have seen is going to be true, then December 3rd, could probably be a day where Mama is going to be smiling all the way.
Okay.
And that's what is happening. And
If Mama is smiling all the way, then Siddharth Yadav, tell me this. Why does Pakistan need to enter? Why is it that whether there is a election in UP, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, there is always some Pakistani angle which is introduced?
Padmaja, first I'll comment upon the question that you were asking my fellow panelists, that why, if Mahila are coming out to vote in more numbers, why is it that the BJP is confident, or why do we predict that they'll vote for BJP? Definitely we are very confident. It's not just because of Ladli Behna Yojana, it is because of a lot of things that the BJP is doing at the center and the state levels. In the center, we have seen the Nari Shakti Adhinayam. We have also seen first time that women are, being commissioned into armed forces. We are seeing that women directors of startups are getting more money from the government. We are seeing that in PM Awas, the Awas is registered on the female name. So there is a sentiment, a collective sentiment amongst women that Bharatiya Janata Party is representing their voices, is working for them, for their development, and that is why we are very confident that in all these states women are going to vote for us. Secondly, I would also want to add on that this is the first time in Indian political history that we have created a new sect. That is a sect of beneficiaries.
That is lovely. So tell me, if you have all of this positive agenda working for you, why does Narottam Mishra have to talk about Pakistan? That's my question to you. Great, you have a positive agenda, good. Why Pakistan?
Yes. Now, all of this set aside, when the government is working for the country, and definitely we can see that the work done for 370, for border security, for internal security, all of that, definitely our neighbor is not happy. If we say that Bharatiya Janata Party who is working, if a political comment is made by a leader in Madhya Pradesh, if Bharatiya Janata Party will win, then Pakistan is going to be unhappy. It's no wrong. It's definitely going to be the case. Because long-standing issues like 370, border security, Patthar Maro, internal security, fake currency, all of these issues are solved. Now, if Russia and Sri Lanka want to trade and want to settle their trade in rupee and not in US dollars, would we think that Pakistan is going to be happy with that?
Okay, Rohan Mitra. Rohan Mitra.
The rise of Bharatiya Janata Party is definitely going to be worrisome for
Padmaja, I was listening to all your panelists today with a lot of happiness. I mean, I'm just going to tell you this. You've actually taken my point away. The BJP is quite rattled. If they were not rattled today, this comment about Pakistan wouldn't have come out. If you remember the Karnataka elections, they brought in from all these conversation about development, what their government is doing, what the central government is doing, about a double-engine sarkar. They resorted to trying to portray the Congress as an anti-Hindu party, anti-Bajrangbali party, everything, and we saw what the results are. So I'm not going to go too far into all this. I'm just going to say that today the Congress is extremely positive. The high turnout, this whole thing about this Ladli Behna being such an amazing policy of the Shivraj Singh government. Have we seen the record of the Shivraj Singh government on how the women have been treated in Madhya Pradesh? The level of corruption which has happened in Madhya Pradesh. For the last 18 and a half years of the 20 years, Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan has been the CM of Madhya Pradesh, and we've had one scam after the other. We have seen... Nobody is talking about but the man who was sent by Mr. Modi as the next man, Mr. Tomar, his son's video. It's all over the place. And
we are actually talking at length about it. I will urge you to go back and watch our channel. I have personally spoken about it. So you're saying, along with women, corruption is a very important...
I'm talking about this panel here today. I'm talking about the panel here today. No one seems to be bothered about, when you're talking about Pakistan, when you're talking about anti-nationals, we are talking about such a big person, a minister in the cabinet, his son being fired. It's not even a small amount of money. It's not 1 crore.
Okay, great. So actually that gives me the perfect point to go to the next issue with Sanjay Kumar. Sanjay Kumar, do you think corruption is an issue in this election? Because Congress is banking on it in Madhya Pradesh with the video of Devendra Tomar, Narendra Singh Tomar's son, the alleged video, and BJP banking on it with the Mahadev app alleged scam against Bhupesh Baghel. Is this a issue which is going to have an impact? What do you find?
Sorry, the question was?
Do you think that corruption in Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh is having an impact on the ground?
No, my own sense is that corruption is an issue which concerns the voter. But when it comes to voting, I don't think in Madhya Pradesh this is going to be an issue on which voters are shaping their voting decision, unless until corruption is linked to something else, which is either to hurting you in your personal capacity, or along with the national security, compromising on the national security, as it happened in 1989 Lok Sabha elections. If the political parties are not able to link that, then corruption standalone does not become an issue in election.
Okay, so Devendra Tomar, Mahadev app, having any effect, JVC Sreeram?
Yeah. No. Mahadev app does not have any issue other than that of a small area of Bhilai and Bilaspur. Because there are youngsters who have been affected. Other than that, I traveled across the northern Chhattisgarh and central Chhattisgarh. Not even people at the urban areas talk about it or know about it. Same is the case with Madhya Pradesh. I think neither of these corruption issues are cutting across as far as the people are concerned. It is a non-issue. And people are more bothered about what they are going to get. Kya faida hai? What am I going to get? That is the issue and narrative both at Chhattisgarh and at Madhya Pradesh. And we can talk about it. In fact, I'm really bothered because we make a big issue about Mahadev app in the television studios and we debate about it. But when we go to the people and do survey and ask them the question, even youngsters, educated people, they do not know about it. Forget about then the rural people. So it is all about local anti-incumbency as far as Chhattisgarh is concerned, and not even about Baghel government, not even about the corruption, and it is about the women and the welfare scheme as far as Madhya Pradesh is concerned. One last thing, Padmaja. I think from the Karnataka debacle and the Himachal Pradesh setback, I think BJP has learnt its lessons. Because we have been saying that women voters moved away in Himachal Pradesh and also in Karnataka in a big way. And now I think they are coming back in Madhya Pradesh and in Rajasthan. In Chhattisgarh, they are coming back. How much, we will know only by November 3rd.
It's very interesting. We were just talking about corruption and Amit Shah has raked it up in Ajmer, talking about Ashok Gehlot, saying Ashok Gehlot's government is #1 in corruption. I have never seen such a corrupt government in my life. Those who have looted the money of the poor will be strung upside down. That is what Amit Shah has said in Rajasthan. Now we are talking about, JVC Sreeram said, people only care about who gets what. So let me ask you this, Professor Sanjay Kumar, in terms of deliverables, I won't call it freebies, I will call it welfareism. Do you think the Congress has been able to make a dent with its 7 guarantees, 5 guarantees, 6 guarantees that they are doing across different states?
I think Congress has been able to make a comeback in Rajasthan only because of the schemes which has been rolled out by the government during last 8-10 months. If the elections were held maybe a year ago, I think Congress performance may have been much worse compared to how Congress is going to perform just right now when elections take place on 25th of November. So these guarantees, the schemes have really made a difference for both the political parties, for the BJP in Madhya Pradesh in a positive way and for Congress in Rajasthan in a positive way. So these schemes are helping the political parties, and that is why lots and lots of political parties or most of the ruling parties are rolling out these welfare schemes.
Okay, so people are very clear now. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. A beneficiary right now is better than a beneficiary in the unforeseeable future. Thanks very much, gentlemen, for joining me. This is just the beginning. It's a big voting day. At 8 p.m, I'm going to come back with the 10 big seats of both Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. We are going to give you the details of why these seats are important, analyze their importance and their possible outcome, and the issues that really could dictate the result of this election. Join me then for some hardcore election analysis.